Action.
All right, people making memories, man. We're on a commercial too, but you know, we are talking about the people behind the people. This is what this segment is all about, and we're gonna meet an individual who's behind the people. What's your name and where you from, man?
My name is P.M.P.M.M. I'm from Detroit. I moved to Los Angeles about 3 years ago. What else?
Hey, would you mind coming a little bit closer?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Can you say that one more time for me, please?
Yes. My name is P.M.P.M.M. I'm from Detroit. I moved out here to Los Angeles about 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Okay, so you've been here for 3 años.
Yes.
All right, so what have you been doing for these past 3 years?
Mainly PA work, and then I've been doing some freelance After Effects or editing here and stuff like that.
Cool.
And,
Where'd you get your editing background from? You had any schooling, or is this like something that you just kind of guessed and checked and now you're good at?
I started making films in high school, and then I went to school. I went to an art school where I met a bunch of other people that were filmmakers, and I think I learned more from them and their professionalism, and then so I tried to make my stuff look as good as their stuff. And then you know, I've just been making my own films on my spare time, and I've met a bunch of comedians and people like that, and I've directed videos for them and worked with them, and, you know, work on writing and stuff like that. So. But mainly I've PA'd at a couple of visual effects houses. So that was kind of fun, good experience.
Absolutely. So about the PA work, you know what, because we're going to get into the directing aspect and the writing and the producing, because is it safe to say that's where you see yourself in 5 years, that field of the industry?
Yeah, I think everybody that comes out here wants to do that in some aspect, whether it's the director, the writer, the actor, or, you know, your specialty would be like.
Okay. So like about the PA though, because I'm thinking that, you know, from the PA, like you have to work your way up into getting into that field, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So like, what are some of the duties of the PA for the people who don't know?
That could be different depending on the type of place that you're working at. There's animation houses that would be mostly in-house, like, you know.
Specifically?
Anything from getting coffee, changing trash, to sometimes you might get more hands-on work, working on Photoshop. And then there's visual effects houses where they do effects on films and stuff like that. So same thing from that, and then you may get on a computer and do After Effects or Nuke. And then there's on-set PA, where, I mean, you show up and you work with the director and the producer, and then the ADs and stuff like that. And pretty much, you know, it's fun, good experience. Could be not a good experience.
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about those, baby, because I saw that face and it felt like it kind of, you know, you kind of remember the moment. What was that one experience that was trash?
Oh, man, I mean...
what stands out?
I'm trying to think now. I mean, well, I do remember one time. I won't get.
Oh yeah, no names.
I won't get too specific, but there was a point in time where I was answering a phone, preparing dinner for the people that were doing this, and building a desk. And something happened. A director called, and the phone call got dropped, and they called us in and were like, hey, they think we're running a shoddy organization here.
Oh, no.
But at the same time, I'm like, this kind of is shoddy since we're doing 3 things here. Like, I mean,
yeah.
So, I mean, but, you know, that's going to happen, and you're going to have crappy times, and you're going to have good times, and hopefully, you know, if it's really what you want to do, you stick it out, and maybe good things will happen.
Awesome.
To those who work hard, maybe not. You could be homeless. I see a lot of that here too.
Yeah. But you know what? The positive aspect from what I got from you is you're around the business. You know, you're around the craft, and you absorb every part of it. So you know, so which will prepare you and propel you into your own personal endeavor.
I mean, like, even while you're working, doing the PA thing, you're you're also working on your own short films, working with people, and definitely meeting different people, like whether they're an
People
actor,
meeting people.
People meeting people. It's just best to work with other people so that like you feel more comfortable working with other people.
Awesome.
So that, you know, maybe that was redundant, but
No, it's
all right.
No, it isn't. So Ken, we learned a lot about Ken. He's been out here for 3 years. He's from Michigan. He's been doing some PA work, you know, around in the industry, learning, absorbing as much as he can. He does some short films for himself, and you know, he does some writing, producing, and we may see this guy in a few years. Ken, I really appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, where can they find you?
MySpace.
Okay, exactly.
Friendster. Actually, I don't have MySpace anymore. I don't really. I just kind of use email.
Okay.
Like I have a Facebook. You can find me if you can spell my name correctly.
Spell it for the people.
KuykenDall. That's my last name. My first name's Ken.
All right. Awesome.
Kuyken.
Get Callie on film here.
Ken is Ken. Not.
He's our director, ladies and gentlemen, for this particular commercial.
He's a great guy to PA for. Give it a hand.
Let's give him a hand. Hey! Awesome. Really cool guy, and if we have time, we're going to get his story as well. But let's close out here, Miss Aaron. People meeting people, making memories. This is JC. We learned a lot about Ken, and you know where to find him. He's doing some PA work, and he's working his way up to, you know, to becoming the writer, to becoming the producer, and the director of his own films. He's doing a little bit of that right now with his own short film work. But you know what? It's a grind. It's a process. And we're all working our way to the top. People meeting people, making memories. This is JC, and we will be back in a few.